Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Who's from the Lusophone countries? I would like to ask them to stand up and please raise your hands together for the Lusophone community in the room. So I'd like I don't want to talk about the Tropics group using my own words. I believe in action. I believe there's someone I met recently who is His Excellency Rode from Gabon. I met him 2 weeks ago, and this is what I call economic diplomacy in action. In 2 weeks, he realized the dream that we already envisioned. And this dream was to have Central Africa represented the way it is today. So I'd love just guys to honor His Excellency Rode from Gabon. Well, many people look at me and think I'm from Senegal. Well, can I ask you to guess where I'm from?
Am I allowed to guess?
No! Can I ask someone to guess where I'm from? Eva?
I would say Congo.
Which one?
Brazzaville.
Why Brazzaville?
Because you don't have that accent.
Which accent is that?
You're from the Lingala, I'm saying.
Okay.
You don't have that accent.
Okay, but you know every country has an accent, right?
I know, but the thing is, you speak clearly.
Okay.
Be careful, we got a representative from the Embassy of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Sorry.
And I would like you, Eva, to have a talk with Mr. Itikai from the Embassy of the DRC and Mr. Milingo. I'd love for them to stand up. They speak like French people. They don't have that accent.
Milingo.
So, really, I'm glad to be here. My name is Venicia. People say Venicia in South Africa. You can say Venicia. Most of my people here call me V. But I come from Congo Brazzaville, which is a very, very, very small country, tiny like this, in Central Africa. So the DRC always steals the spotlight, because we are so small, and they make a lot of noise. So I'm here to say 1-0. So this is an occasion for us to say South Africa is not just a land of tourism. I would like for you guys to put your hands together for two special people that have led to this moment. Back in 2017, I had to approach two people, Mama Phyllis. I know she's very concentrated. I asked her to stand up. Mama Phyllis is the president of Pilani Development Center, which is the biggest development center in South Africa, and she deals with many SDGs goals, but most importantly, orphans, girls, women, capacity building, and training. So I'd love to honor her, because she's the one who embraced me when I came to South Africa and said, Venicia, this is a big vision. You are talking business, I'm philanthropy, but take me with you. Tell me what I can do and facilitate for you. So I'd love to honor her. I'd love also to honor Mr. Silver C.J. Yunga. He's always in his corner, playing his diplomatic card, always in the background. But this is the big brother that God brought to my life and takes to South Africa. I attended an event. You know, in my country, they speak of people who've got names, the who's and who. And I'm not part of those people. And this person actually came to me and said, Venicia, I see what you're doing, and I saw you speaking to the president, because the president of Republic of Congo was visiting South Africa, and I went to him while all of my compatriots were going to ask for money. I went to him and I said, sir, if you consider yourself as a dad, the father of the nation, how would you feel that one day you send your kids abroad to study, then they decide not to come back? How would you feel as a dad, as a father of the nation? He looked at me and he said, who are you? And he was just in the room, and I said, well, I'm nobody, I'm Venicia. And he said, what do you do? I said I'm a student in procurement. I've got 2 degrees in business management, communications. I'm working with AngloGold Ashanti as a job shadowee. But now, even standing here, being a recipient of the Bill Clinton scholarship to go and study in South Africa, it still feels like a shame. Why should an American stand up and send money to send another African child to school? It should be your responsibility. So how do you feel if I, for instance, tells you that I'm no longer coming to Congo? Will that make a difference in your heart? Will it touch you? How will you feel about that? And he said, you studied procurement. Have you ever heard that word in our country? No. So, which means South Africa is ahead of us. How can I, as a father, a daughter, not to follow a dream? That will be very wrong for me. And South Africa and Congo have been tied like this. It's not in the history book, but if you pick South Africa, choose the country where you feel welcome. So this is why I picked South Africa. Tropics Group, which is the organizer of this event, is really, I don't know, it's a vision which has really expanded to what you guys are seeing now. We've organized this event in Congo, in South Africa more than 7 times with 0 sponsor. And we believe in the power of people. It's in the people such as yourself that we come up with such an idea. Today you're not seeing many presidents around, but tomorrow you will see the speeches of the First Lady of Cabo Verde, who did not know us. In 2022, yes, in Africa, we do have countries where true leadership exists. And you need to believe that. And this, for me, is a message to say, you can choose any African country for you to invest in. Start with another country. Don't just start with your country, because patriotism does not just mean behaving or working or innovating within the space in which you were born. You need to think outside the box. I've got Eva with the pink duke, the head wrap. She's from Cameroon. She's got a brand in Senegal. This is what I'm talking about. I've got Nancy Moodley. I'd love for her to stand up, because Nancy, I took my phone one day, never knew Nancy, and I said, today I'm calling one of those automotive companies. And I do not care who's gonna pick the call. She picked the call at Nissan South Africa. And she said, what are you saying again? Please come back again. Tell me what you want from me. And she attended since 2019. She keeps coming back. And today she's the managing director at Alternative Africa, which is a Dubai-based tech company. Here she is, and she wants to venture into Africa. So I want you guys to bring businesses together, because it's about technology, AI, and everything. So the Tropics Group is a conglomerate today of 26 companies. These 26 companies are run by a team of 55 people based in Africa, Europe, and Southeast Asia. The Tropic Summit has partners like Brand South Africa, which is the government of SA. You've got DIRCO, and we have the Embassy of the Republic of Congo, and this year is the G20 year. That's why you're seeing the logo. But the Tropic Summit is fed up of going to most conferences where people who are not of African descent speak of Africa in a way that they do not understand what they're talking about. Someone cannot tell me that Africa is fashionable. I am Africa. It is embedded in me. So no one can tell me it is trendy now to speak Africa. It is trendy now to go back to Africa. That's where I come from. I need to choose and pick the country where I would like to go, innovate, go build partnership, and be bold. I came to South Africa and knew nobody. So can you. I would like to challenge you, go to Congo Brazzaville, go to the DRC, go to Guinea, because there's so many things really happening around the continent, and what we're doing with Tropic Summit is to really bring forward, and that's just in the middle, in the pink, is the First Lady of Cabo Verde. So that photo is there not as a decoration. This was the very first time any African country actually invited us to bring the summit to the country, and they paid for everything. And I mean everything. So when you guys think of America, go to Cape Verde. When you guys think of going to the Seychelles, pick somewhere, pick something that you can do in Africa, and be proud to boast what the patrimony is. And business is not just speeches. Business is action. When you give someone your business card, it does not mean anything. It's actually cold as an African to just meet someone and hand out a business card. Have a conversation. Get to know the person. What are the key points? What are the matchmaking points? Then give your business card. Because if you give me your business card as a form of greeting, I will not remember you. So why should I remember you? Tell me what I should remember you. So you guys, none of you here have my business card. That's to show that I did that on purpose. We are human first, and Africa, wherever you go, is centered on humanity, Ubuntu. We come from Congo Brazzaville, we say Chimuntu. So if in Central Africa we say Chimuntu, in Southern Africa we say Ubuntu, that tells you something. So we need really to wake up and move away from all the trending narrative, and that we need to change. And the Tropics Group has one mandate, is to change how Africa is branded. And that for me is very serious. I'd rather not eat than sit and check that people are really messing up a country's image. This happened 2 weeks ago when President Trump descended on South Africa to say we need to make South Africa suffer. And when such a president stands up and says we are going to punish South Africa, I think it's high time that South Africa now turns to the continent really. Beyond xenophobia, prove to Africa that you guys are really welcoming people. Prove to the other African people that you are welcoming. Go there. In my country, we've got the Boers who are doing farming. But do I stand here and say and complain that this and that is bad? No. How does that advance Africa? There's no African country that should suffer from bad negative image, because it will make the whole continent suffer. When South Africa does xenophobia, then the DRC closes the door. Then there's no mining. Then it's no longer the first economy of Africa. Let's remember that. Thank you.